up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. A lot of news to discuss. Firstly, on Bernardo Silva, Gerard Romero has dropped an absolute bomb on the transfer fee for Bernardo. Again, Bernardo is definitely joining Barcelona. He wants to come be part of Xavi's project. Laporta is working on it, and apparently Barcelona have agreed a fee of under 80 million euros for Bernardo this summer. But of course, in order for him to join the club this summer, Frenkie de Jong must leave or take a salary reduction. There are reports now coming out saying that if Frenkie de Jong reduces his salary, Barcelona can keep him and also sign Bernardo Silva on top of that. But again, Frenkie de Jong's situation right now still very delicate. His contract is filled with criminalities after Bartomeu's renewal back in 2020. He does not want to reduce his salary. The club want to reduce it. Chelsea will do everything to pay for him. Same with Man United. They'll both pay a transfer fee the first side, whatever it needs to be, needs to be done in order for him to sign this summer. But again, his situation is still in the air. But one Dutch player's future is not in the air right now is Memphis Depay. Depay is on the verge of leaving Barcelona right now. Juventus are leading the race. Tottenham, there's some Tottenham interest as well, but Juventus clear front runners. They have been talking with Memphis Depay's entourage over the past 24 hours. Positive talks. They've offered him a contract. The question now is, will Memphis Depay leave for free, or can Barcelona salvage a transfer fee? There is a possibility that Barcelona can get a symbolic transfer fee from Juventus, but again, Memphis Depay prefers to leave as a free agent. Chelsea is still talking with Aubameyang as a possible option up front, but Aubameyang does want to stay at Barcelona, and the club right now do not want to sell him under any circumstances, with of course the imminent departure of Memphis Depay. And finally, big updates on salary reductions in the squad. Of course, Frenkie de Jong still pending, but Marc Andre Ter Stegen, Busquets, and Jordi Pique over the past 24 hours have taken a big step to reduce their salary. More specifically on Busquets and Ter Stegen, they're taking that big step. Of course, that Pique took that big step a few days ago, but Ter Stegen with the criminality in his contract as well from that renewal from Bartomeu in 2020, and Busquets willing to defer his salary as well, but not renew his contract. There's some more details about that, but before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we have been linked with is of course the #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona currently in the summer transfer window is of course Marcos Alonso. And Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that once Barcelona register all their current new signings, Marcos Alonso will be sealed as the next signing. Agreement has been reached with Chelsea in principle. Marcos Alonso would sign a contract with Barcelona until 2024 with the option of end of the year. So essentially, Romano is saying that, look, the deal is done. Chelsea, Barcelona, everything's agreed. Marcos Alonso, Barcelona, everything's agreed. All there is left to do now is for Barcelona to push the green light and then officially sign him, which of course they're waiting a bit just to register all the current new players like Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kesse, Christensen, of course the renewals of Ousmane Dembele and Roberto as well. Once all that is done, the club will push the green light and sign Alonso. So pretty much it's a done deal, pending Barcelona just making it official and signing all the documents officially. So Marcos Alonso, very likely, 99.9% will be a Blaugrana player and the next and sixth signing for Barcelona this summer. But one Spanish defender who Barcelona will not be signing this summer but could sign him in the future is Inigo Martinez. Now, over the past few weeks, we've been hearing that Barcelona are still in the race to sign Inigo Martinez this summer. They apparently submitted a bid, 10 million euros, 15 that was rejected. Of course, he was the backup for the Conde operation, but of course, thank God that went through. But there's still talk about Barcelona going in for Inigo Martinez this summer. But for now, it is no longer the case. Renewal have come out saying that as Barcelona are focusing on registering the new signs at the moment, they have given up on signing Inigo Martinez for this summer. Bilbao are still refusing to negotiate with Barcelona, but Barcelona do intend to return to this operation in January. Inigo is still firm on his decision about not renewing with Bilbao. So of course, Inigo Martinez will be a free agent next summer, so in January he can speak to any club in the world that he wants without Bilbao getting involved. But of course, Spanish clubs are exempt from that. For Barcelona to negotiate with Inigo Martinez, they have to go through Athletic Bilbao. So I think this deal is going to happen if, of course, Pique confirms that he will be leaving the club at the end of this season. If Pique continues for another year after this season, I can't really see Inigo Martinez coming in, but if Pique retires or goes to the MLS or whatever he does, whatever he decides, I think Inigo Martinez will be very, very likely. Now, Barcelona could sign Inigo Martinez in January for a cheap fee, like maybe 5 million, 10, I would say 15 as a package at most. That could be a possibility if we get injuries, or maybe Roberto's not performing, Des is not playing well, we get maybe a good offer for Des or whoever it may be, we accept it. He could be an option in January, but I think most likely the club right now are focusing him as a free agent in 2023. So we'll wait and see Inigo Martinez again this summer, no chance, but in the future, big possibility. Now, the player that we have been linked with the most over the past 24 hours and is Barcelona's next transfer target after seeing the signing of Marcos Alonso is Bernardo Silva. Now, Gerard has come out with a huge bombshell over the past 24 hours. He came out saying that Bernardo Silva to Barcelona is very hot. And Jordi said that, look, I personally believe that Bernardo Silva will become a Barcelona player by the end of the transfer window. Bernardo Silva's family has scheduled an appointment to look for houses in and around Barcelona in some point in the next few days. Again, like I told you guys in yesterday's video, who goes and looks for a house for an area that you don't know that you're going to live in or not? Again, that's just more confirmation. We heard about this with Joan as well. He's looking at a house in Barcelona while Barcelona and Sevilla are in talks for, an agreement to reach a fee. And again, we're hearing the same thing about Bernardo Silva. Now, of course, the big question about Bernardo Silva has always been, will it depend on Frenkie de Jong? Does Frenkie de Jong have to leave for Bernardo Silva to come in? Apparently, now that's not the case. Gerard has come out saying that Joan Laporta's dream is that Frenkie de Jong accepts a salary reduction so that Barcelona can have both Frenkie de Jong and Bernardo Silva in the squad. Barcelona and Man City have agreed on a fee of less than 80 million euros for Bernardo Silva. Now, of course, I will tell you guys that fee in just 1 second. I want to talk about the possibility of having both Bernardo and Frenkie. Now, one thing is that one of them will get disappointed because I cannot see Barcelona playing both of them. Of course, you could play De Jong as the 6 in the Busquets pivot position, Bernardo on the right, Pedro on the left. You could do that, but as the interiors, I cannot see both Frenkie and Bernardo playing in the same team, which means one will be on the bench, one is on the bench. They will get upset. Of course, now in La Liga, you can have as many, you can have a full squad on the bench. I think it's like 11, 18 players, something like that. Of course, the 5 sub rule is still in effect, so they can come off the bench, but I still think there's no chance. I would be shocked. I'm still putting it at a 0.1% chance that we'll have both Bernardo and Frenkie. If we do, we will have the best squad in Europe, 100%. Ain't no way in hell any team is touching us. Of course, our defense is a bit sus, especially in the fullback positions, but everywhere else is just top class and just depth on depth. Look at center backs: Araujo, Pique, Koundé, Eric Garcia, Christensen. Midfield: Busquets, Kessie, Pjanic, Bernardo, Frenkie, Gavi, Pedri. Up front: Lewandowski, Aubameyang, Dembele, Rafinha, Ansu, Varane. Disgusting. We will have the best squad in Europe on paper. Of course, we gotta go out there and perform. Of course, on paper, we will have the best squad in Europe. I can't see it happening. Of course, the way the club are looking at it right now, they can afford to register De Jong right now, currently sat on 400,000 euros per week. He reduced that to half, 200,000. Give the other 200,000 to Bernardo. You have 2 quality players for the same price, which of course, is more compatible. But I don't think it's likely. I think Frenkie de Jong will have to leave for Bernardo Silva to come in. But let's not talk about the fee. Of course, Jordi says that Barcelona and Man City have agreed on a fee of less than 80 million euros for Bernardo Silva. And I do have that price for you that's less than 80. The figure of the operation is 50 to 55 million. Holy sh! 50 million for Bernardo Silva. Now the Man City journalists are flat out denying this. They're saying, look, this fee is absolutely crap. If Bernardo leaves, a good price has to come in for Man City to consider it, and for Pep to let him go, we're thinking upwards of 80, which of course is the standard. I thought 80 million plus variables for Bernardo, that'll get him out of Man City, which I think is a very, very fair price for him. But 50 to 55 million, oh. You can see why Joan Laporta wants him this badly, and Xavi as well. This is a world-class midfielder, one of the best interiors in the world, and a player the manager is desperate for as well. Available for an absolute freaking bargain. bargain. We are basically stealing him from Man City at 50 million euros. That is ridiculous. If Joan Laporta, Matteo Alemán, Rafael Uste, Jordi Cruyff pull off this Bernardo deal, in my opinion, for less than 80 million euros as a total package, let alone this 50 million euro fee, I might have to fly to Spain and just build a statue of all four of them like this. I'll take a picture of them, build a statue outside the Camp Nou myself. I'll get the equipment. I'll sit out there for years and years and years till I figure it out. That is ridiculous, but we'll wait and see. I think, again, it does depend on Frenkie de Jong's situation, which hopefully will get resolved in the next week or so. Again, this Saturday is the registration due date, so to speak, for La Liga. I think by from now, Wednesday until Saturday, a lot of stuff will be happening, because of course the club need to move on it. They're so confident they're going to register all players. We'll of course talk about that near the end of the video. But on Bernardo, I would say, like I said to you guys, I think next week, I would say around, midweek, 17th, 18th, 16th of August, and of course Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we gotta put a bid in for Bernardo at some point to show him that, look, we're in for you, we still want you, but hang in there a bit. Of course, Bernardo Silva is beginning to become impatient. So we'll wait and see. Again, we're hearing that, it depends on Frenkie de Jong. It doesn't. Let's just watch and see what happens. But apparently the fee for Bernardo is going to be around 50 to 60 million euros. If it's under 80, it's a world-class deal. So we'll wait and see what happens. But again, the next transfer target for Barcelona after completing the signing of Marc Alonso is Bernardo Silva. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. First of course, the main player that's been rumored to leave the club for months and months and months now, and of course will generate the most revenue for the club currently in the squad in the sale, is Frenkie de Jong. We do have some updates, of course, about his future. It is, of course, contract right now that's filled with criminality as well. Firstly, coming in from Ben Jacobs, because one of the top sources around Chelsea, he's come out saying that there is a private acceptance at Manchester United that they will not sign Frenkie de Jong, who wants UCL football and sees Man United as unsustainable. Smart guy. De Jong wants to stay at Barcelona, but if he's forced out, like really forced out, he sees a move to Chelsea as more favorable. So again, we're hearing a lot about Frenkie de Jong saying that, look, if I do leave Barcelona, I'll go to Chelsea, but I want to stay really badly at Barcelona. But again, the Chelsea link is intensifying a lot. Gerard has come out saying that Chelsea are ready to pay whatever it takes to sign Frenkie de Jong, whether it's a fee, deferred salary, agent bonuses, or sign-on bonuses, whatever it is. Chelsea are ready to splash the cash for Frenkie. Gerard also came out saying that Frenkie de Jong knows that his departure from Barcelona is imminent and that it's very close to Chelsea as well. So again, looks like Man United are fully in the mud. They were negotiating for Frenkie de Jong for about 15 weeks, 2 months and a half, and now he's going to the rivals in the Premier League in Chelsea. To be honest, smart guy. I think going to Man United right now is probably one of the dumbest moves you can make, especially as one of the best players in your position in the world. But of course, his priority is to still stay at Barcelona. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out with a big, and I mean big, article on Frenkie de Jong. I'm going to be covering it because I feel like it's very interesting. It's coming from Ferran Martinez and Fernando Porto from Mundo Deportivo. They come out saying that there is an internal debate regarding Frenkie de Jong at Barcelona. Joan Laporta and the board would favor him staying with a salary reduction, while the sporting sector and the coaching staff won't oppose his departure if Bernardo Silva, of course, arrives to the club. Frenkie reaffirms that he wants to stay. The Liga starts in 5 days, and recent days things have changed. A month ago there was more of a feeling that he'd be forced out, but that's no longer that. Laporta is the main reason for it. The president and the board have started to see Frenkie de Jong staying in good eyes. They don't want to go for the impossible task of looking for a replacement for Busquets, which they have to soon do that, and believe that Frenkie de Jong can do that. Laporta likes de Jong's style and appreciate his age and quality. If de Jong does stay, he will definitely have to take a salary reduction. Xavi does not see Frenkie de Jong as a pivot, but he and the Sporting are highly value the player's abilities on the pitch. They never want to lower the level of the squad and rejected Neves and also Carlos Soler, but they have a weakness for Bernardo Silva. That sounds a bit sus. Bernardo Silva would have to lower salary than de Jong, but the problem is that the Premier League money is insane. If Cucurella cost 70 million euros, Barcelona wonder how much City would ask for Bernardo Silva. The board does not see this clearly. At the time, Barcelona has made it clear that de Jong that his exit would help a lot with the FFP. In addition, they're also exploring the signing of Bernardo Silva as well. Frenkie never accepted a move to Manchester United. Chelsea are also interested in De Jong, and they attract him much more than United as they're in the UCL and also in a better city in London. He has admitted this, of course, internally, but his will is still to remain and continue at Barcelona. For his part, Bernardo Silva is crazy about joining Barcelona, and Pep at Man City will not close the door for his departure if, of course, a good offer arrives. In summary, the club want to have Bernardo and Frenkie in the squad. I mean, are the club trying to sell us a dream here? Because don't hype up the fan base. If you hype up the fan base about Bernardo and Frenkie, they won't stop. I mean, my mouth is just watering. I know it sounds sus, but my mouth is just watering just thinking about that. Oh my days. Again, if it's possible, of course you do it. Who would say no? But I feel like too much competition is a problem in the squad. Of course, Xavi always comes out saying, look, I want 2 players per position. Makes sense, competition is good, but I think too much competition is too bad. You're going to have Pedri, Gavi, Kessié, Busquets, Frenkie, Bernardo, Roberto, 8 midfielders in a 3 midfielder formation, which of course leads to what? 1, 2, 3, 5 on the bench. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the part about the costs, of course, Jordi is coming out saying that he will cost around 50 to 60 million euros. Worst case scenario, he'll be 80 million euros as a package. Of course, it's less than when this report thinks about the fee. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, with Frenkie de Jong, it's all over the place. We'll have to wait and see. Again, if he's gonna stay at Barcelona, salary reduction is a must, and that's been clear now for months. If he stays, he has to take a cut. If he does not want to cut, then he has to leave the club, and then Bernardo will come in. But I feel like there is this small chance that the club are trying to portray to the fans, saying that, look, Bernardo and Frenkie in the team is possible. We'll have to wait and see, but again, Frenkie de Jong's future still remains uncertain, but again, his choice is very, very clear. Stay at Barcelona and cut your salary, as your contract right now is filled with criminality, or be sold, and then Bernardo Silva comes in as a replacement. Now, a player at Barcelona who at the moment is the closest to the exit door and could be leaving before La Liga starts on Saturday, it is Memphis Depay. Now, Roman Agresti, who writes for Goal Italia in Italy, he is the #1 source around Juventus. He's come out saying that in the past few hours, there have been contacts between Juventus and Memphis Depay's entourage. Juventus are seriously considering the opportunity, and soon they'll make a final decision. Talks have now started between Memphis and Depay's camp. They want to understand if he will arrive as a free agent, and the talks over today have been positive as well. DiMarzio, who's of course the #1 source around Italy, he's come out saying that currently Memphis Depay is the #1 option for Juventus to bolster their attack. They're ready to offer him a 2-year contract. Wow. Now, Gerard has come out saying that Tottenham and Juventus are in the race neck and neck right now to sign Memphis Depay. Now, Fabrizio Romano has always come out saying that Tottenham are not in the race for Depay. He's been saying this for months and months, and he came out reassuring this yesterday as well. So maybe Tottenham are not really in the race, but I think right now 1,000% Juventus are leading the race for Memphis. And then we got the big bombshell from Red Evo, Matteo Morito, and Juan Marti. They've come out saying that Juventus want to close Memphis Depay signing by the end of this week. The player hopes to leave for free if he leaves before Saturday. There is an option of Juventus paying a symbolic transfer fee to Barcelona. Oh my god. I think if we even get 5 million euros from Memphis now, it's a big plus. Again, Memphis wants to leave on a free because, of course, if you're a free agent, more money in your pocket, more wages, sign-on bonus. Of course, he made that sacrifice for Barcelona. Keep in mind, Memphis Depay was one of the first players to adjust to the squad, and not squad, was one of the first players to adjust to the new salary structure the board has set out. This, a lot of your salary based on variables and all this sort of stuff. You can't earn more than 10 million euros per year. Memphis Depay was one of the first players to accept that new structure. He came to Barcelona last summer and sacrificed a lot of money, but of course he's coming to play for the best team in the world. Of course, theoretically, on paper, we're one of the worst big teams in the world. Of course, last season we had a terrible season. He came and made that sacrifice. That's why the club are open to making that sacrifice for him as well. You leave on good, terms, no bad, no hard feelings, no bad love. Shake hands. Thanks for coming and helping us out. Now you can go for be free and do your task at Juventus. but Juventus may pay a symbolic transfer fee. If we get a transfer fee from Memphis, I just think at this point it's a massive W. We're way too deep in him going for free, get a transfer fee, we're in the clear. So we'll wait and see. I think Memphis is going to go to Juventus. My sources told me that it's pretty much going to be happening. Just a few final details. They have to negotiate over the next couple of days for his contract. Apparently Juventus offered him a 2-year contract, €6 million net per season. Fair deal for him. I think we'll have to wait and see. But again, I think he may not even be included in the squad list for the Saturday match against Rayo Vallecano. That squad list will be very interesting. Of course, no Umtiti. We'll talk about him later on. No Braithwaite. I don't think the Memphis will be on there either. I think by that point, it'll either be a done deal or it'll be on the verge of completion. So we'll wait and see. But again, Memphis Depay's exit right now is very hot, and right now he's the closest player in the squad to the exit door. Now another forward who's also attracting some interest alongside Memphis Depay this summer is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We are still hearing that Chelsea really have Aubameyang high on their list and are still in talks with his entourage on the player side. Once the agreement is there on personal terms and Aubameyang gets the green light, they will then talk to Barcelona. Now, Aubameyang yesterday was given the number 17 shirt, officially changed his number from 25 to 17. He's been registered in La Liga. I cannot see Aubameyang leaving. I think he looks so happy. He's in the team that he really wants to be in. Of course, he wants to play for Barcelona for so many years now. Going to Chelsea isn't a downgrade, I think, at the moment. Yes, it is. We have an unbelievable elite squad. We're going for a lot of trophies this season. Chelsea right now, they do need a striker, but other than that, their team is pretty, I would say good, but not fantastic like our squad. But then we got some reports coming in from Gerard. He's come out saying that people who have spoken to those around Aubameyang commented the meeting between his agent and Aleman was very positive. My feeling is that Barcelona have offered Aubameyang another year contract renewal, but with a salary reduction. Of course, Aubameyang this season is going to be earning around €175,000 per week as a backup striker doing Lewandowski, which of course is a lot, but of course last season for the last 6 months, he was earning peanuts, I think like $60,000 per week or $70,000 per week. So of course helped the club be able to register him. He sacrificed some money then to get it now. Now apparently he may reduce his salary even more. We'll wait and see. I think with Depay's exit so imminent, the club will not consider any offers for Aubameyang. They'll say nope. He'll stay. Then maybe he'll go for free when next summer when his contract expires. Then it's okay by them. But I think this summer Barcelona is staying firm on Aubameyang. Xavi wants him, the squad wants him, the president wants him, and I think Aubameyang wants to stay as well. Can't see him leaving, but keep your eyes on Chelsea's interest because it is very strong. But there is maximum confidence at Barcelona that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be staying this summer. Now, a player who Barcelona are desperate, and I mean so freaking desperate to get rid of this summer, is of course Samuel Umtiti. Now, Victor Navarro from Copa has come out saying that Samuel Umtiti has already agreed to leave Barcelona to close his departure operation before Friday when the league begins. Of course, Barcelona and his destination club must now agree on how to pay his salary. So Umtiti already told Barcelona, look, I'm gonna leave, I'm just finding the right club, and of course you have to come to an agreement with the club that I want to go to as well. Sport have come out saying that, look, Barcelona can terminate Umtiti's contract in 2023, even though he has a contract until 2026. Work is being done anyway on his exit this month, although Barcelona still had to pay a good part of his salary. Umtiti knows that he has to leave the club this summer. So again, like I told you guys back in April and May, the plan for Umtiti is clear. This summer, send him out on loan anywhere, pay whatever part of the salary you have to do, just get rid of him. Next summer, terminate his contract. Of course, he renewed his contract back in January. During that renewal, Umtiti and Barcelona have already agreed on a price to terminate his contract next summer, and the club will execute it. They will do it. Umtiti is going to be history. The question now is, can Barcelona find a club? We're still hearing about Olympiacos. We're still begging that Lyon, his former club, come in and try to swoop in last second. The club are looking. Umtiti's looking as well. He will leave the club this summer. So pretty much the question at the moment is, when will he leave? Now, one player who will be leaving the club on loan this summer, but of course in a positive way to go gain some minute and experience this season, is of course Alex Collado. Now, Candace have come out saying that Barcelona and Alex Collado's agent will have a meeting today. He wants to play, and the best option, of course, is to leave on loan. They are working on it. Celtic, Olympiacos, and 2 La Liga clubs are interested, and Collado at the moment prefers to stay in Spain. Of course, makes sense. Apparently, Collado really enjoyed his time at Granada last season. Of course, they got relegated, but of course, for like, you know, the experience, the minutes, all that sort of stuff, Collado really enjoyed that aspect of his loan. Now, Alberto Roque and Juan Martin from Renewal have come out saying that Olympiacos, Celta Vigo, and two La Liga clubs are interested in Collado. He would like to play for European football, even though he still likes La Liga due to his experience at Granada. Now, he wants to go out there, be a Champions League club. Of course, we thought he was going to go to Club Bruges last summer. That didn't really work out. It fell through. Didn't play for 6 months and then went on loan to Granada. Collado wants to go somewhere where he can play regular minutes. If he can find a European club, that's great. If not, he prefers to stay in La Liga. No worries whatsoever. We'll wait and see. Of course, Nico went out on loan. We're expecting Alejandro Balde to go out on loan as well. I think Collado will go out on loan as well very, very soon. We'll wait and see where his destination is. I think we're looking at La Liga. I'd be shocked if he goes anywhere else. I think the Celtic option is a bit weird. I think Olympiacos could be an option. I think because I think they're in the Champions League as the Greek champions, of course. That could be just an option for him to play some Champions League football. We'll wait and see. No matter what, the best thing is, of course, is to go out and play minutes, gain experience, and of course, play regular football week in, week out in your best position. So wait and see on Collado. But again, he's lining up those options for his destination and will 100% leave the club out on loan in the next few days. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the Barcelona board. That's right, we not only cover contract renewals of the squad, but also the board as well. Sport have come out saying that Jordi Cruyff has extended his contract with Barcelona for another year. He will take the position of sporting director and extend his contract for another year. Of course, we knew this was coming back in April and May. Jordi Cruyff will get a promotion to sporting director after he was the technical secretary. 1 year promotion, probably a salary rise in there as well. To be honest, absolutely fully deserved. He's been absolutely fantastic since he joined last summer. No worries with him whatsoever. Promotion, pay rise, and of course a renewal for 1 more year. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a quick update on the activation of the 4th lever and also on Barcelona's quest to make all their new signings and new contract renewals registered for La Liga. Now on the 4th lever, there are reports coming out saying that Barcelona have decided to activate the 4th lever, which includes the sale of the other 24.5% of Barcelona Studio to Jude Luma for 100 million euros. La Liga will respond within 1 to 2 days after Barcelona sent the documentation, and Barcelona believe another 30 to 40 million euros short after activating the 4th lever, which will be achieved through salary reduction. So in the end, the club are very, very confident that all the registration will go through. Bin Aid came out saying that FC Barcelona will register all the new signings. It will be done, but of course, a little bit of more time to be needed for the club to work it out with La Liga. Documentation is being sent left, right, and center, back and forth, back and forth. In the end, the club are super, super confident there will be no problems whatsoever. Again, they had the backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. You had the 3rd lever emergency plan, 4th lever emergency plan, salary reduction, player sales. It's going to happen eventually, but I think the club we want to work on it very, very fast. Of course, looking at Depay's exit, Umtiti's exit, Braithwaite's exit, salary reduction of the captains, 4th levers. We're doing so much to make this possible. I think in the end, there will be no worries. I am very, very confident in the work of the board. They will get this over the line. Again, La Liga registration for Barcelona should not be a problem after activating the 4th lever for this summer. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is giving you guys an update on the current squad's salary reduction. Of course, in the last video, we talked about the illegal contracts of Bartomeu from Lenglet, Ter Stegen, Frenkie de Jong, and Gerard Pique. We also heard that Pique and Busquets are willing to help the club reduce their salary. A lot of news about that. Bernardo Martinez from Mundo Deportivo has come out saying that Barcelona have already contacted Ter Stegen's agents and lawyer as the club considered it parallel to renew those of de Jong, Pique, and Lenglet. Ter Stegen is willing to sit down with the club to talk about his particular case and find a solution. Shout out to Ter Stegen. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'll say it again. He's one of the leaders of the squad. He's next in line to become a captain. If one of the captains leave next summer, which most likely 2, maybe 3, minimum 1 will do leave, he's next in line to get a captain armband. It's inevitable for him, and I think him helping the club out will help his image a lot. It'll be very, very important. And also keep in mind, we talked about in yesterday's video about the prosecution office being involved. If the contracts do get rescinded, Ter Stegen will be a free agent this summer, which of course is not going to bode well with him. He rejected a lot of offers during his contract renewal from Bayern Munich and other big clubs to stay at Barcelona, and I do think he has that love for the club as well. So great news from Ter Stegen. Of course, long led, who cares about him? And then Frenkie de Jong, of course, we're still working on that. We have a quick update on Pique as well, but there has been some massive updates about the captain of Barcelona, Sergio Busquets, over the past 24 hours. Now, Juan from Renewal has come out saying that Barcelona and Sergio Busquets will discuss contract negotiations yesterday. On the table is a possible extension until 2024, but it is a complicated option as it requires agreeing on conditions if Busquets leaves next year. Fernando Martinez from Deportivo came out saying that with only 1 year left of his contract, it should not be ruled out that Barcelona will offer Busquets an extension at least until 2024. So Barcelona sat down with Busquets, talked about salary reduction, and in order to make that happen, they want to renew his contract for 1 year with an exit clause this summer to give him that option to leave the club, as of course reportedly widely that he doesn't want to leave. He wants to keep this as his last season, so the club are looking into it. But again, from the Busquets side, we're getting some very negative response about that. Now, Victor Novato from Copa has come out saying that sources around Sergio Busquets say that they're waiting for an offer from Barcelona. They can have a formal meeting very soon. Captain Busquets has already told Barcelona that he will help the club in whatever they need to do, and he has taken that step forward. But again, Busquets is very unlikely to renew his contract. Fernando Laporta from Deportivo came out saying that Busquets has no intentions of renewing his contract, which of course will expire once his current season is done. His idea is to leave next year with Inter Miami as the most favorable option, of course the team owned by David Beckham, and those close to Busquets said that he would have already left the club if there was no World Cup this year. Damn, that actually hurts quite a bit. Busquets and his agent are waiting for Barcelona's written proposal to readjust his contract, which will give more space to register new signings. No wage reduction, it will only be deferred, postponed. Worth the note that he has again no intention of renewing his contract. So Busquets saying, look, the club owes me money, I will postpone it to help you guys out, I will not reduce it, and I will not renew my contract. This was gonna be Busquets' last season, man. Tier might come out here, you know. This is a freaking legend of the club. One of my favorite players as well. Last season. Damn. That's gonna be very sad. I pray to God we give him a good send-off. Not by winning, if we win a trophy, great, but I want the Camp Nou to sing his name. I want the banners. I want all the trophies on the pitch. I wanted to clap him off. That's what I want the most from him. But again, for Busquets, he does not want to renew his contract. He does not want to take a wage reduction. But he's 100% willing to take a deferred payment for his current wages. Now, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona contemplated the idea of extending Busquets' contract for 1 year until 2044, and including a release clause for him to leave next year. He would defer his salary to allow the club to register the new signing. So again, Barcelona want to renew his contract kind of, as a formality and give him the option to leave next summer as well. But Busquets, I think from his side, does not want to take any risk whatsoever. He say, look, I'll defer it, blah, but I don't want to really put pen and paper on a contract renewal, so to speak, which of course makes sense. He feels like his time at Barcelona is up. Fair enough to him as well. And of course, pretty much the same thing as well for Gerard Piqué. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Gerard Piqué has already taken the step forward as well to help the club, and he won't be the only one to do so. Busquets and Ter Stegen are also up for the task as well. So a lot of confirmation over the past 24 hours that Busquets, Piqué, and Ter Stegen will be helping the club to reduce the salary in order to help register new players. Of course, Piqué and Ter Stegen's contracts fill with criminality after Bartomeu's renewal back in 2020, but of course Busquets, his contract is completely legal, and he's willing to help the club as well and defer his salary. Three legends of the club. Of course, Busquets and Piqué, certified legends no matter what they do. Ter Stegen, still in the air in my opinion, but with this and then him staying for an extra year or so, maybe win the Champions League, he could certify his legendary status at Barcelona. Overall, very happy with these three players. As we can see what happens. I think most likely Busquets and Piqué will reduce their salary in the next couple of days, and Busquets Busquets very unlikely to renew his contract to make that possible. Piqué will be a contract renewal, but still until 2024. So again, for him, have the option to leave this summer. And of course, Ter Stegen, I think, will stay until 2025 as well. So we'll see what happens. But again, all three players are willing to help the club and reduce their salaries as soon as possible. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. on everything we discuss. The main thing I want to first, of course, is on Bernardo Silva. What are your thoughts on Barcelona paying less than 80 million euros for him, and would you do so when not Frenkie de Jong stays this summer or leaves? Secondly, on Frenkie de Jong, what do you think will happen with him? He'll stay with that salary reduction, go maybe to Man United or maybe go to Chelsea. Thirdly, on Memphis Depay, I think Aubameyang will be staying despite interest from Chelsea. On Memphis, though, do you think he'll go to Juventus? How quickly as a free agent? Or do you think Barcelona can salvage a transfer fee? And finally, thoughts on Busquets, Ter Stegen, and Pique, all reducing their salary to help the club this summer. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.